EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold-out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line. Now a toss running left, Hunt. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a third down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That third down conversion good for 23.
3-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now Mahomes gives to Hunt. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
The ball carrier.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Now Mahomes, escaping the pressure right.
You know what?
He is going to find Hill here. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. After the sack on first down, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. And he works free and shedding his way forward. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up second and 2.
His first carry, and this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Again, they'll throw with Locke. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 32 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the time when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive.
2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Target.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Mike 52, Mike 52. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Where's it?
To throw, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And really an excellent run, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 14. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's Hunt. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On 2nd down, it's Hunt, and they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
3rd down and 9.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down.
Mike 20, Mike 20.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't.
Shoot! Watch this, right.
Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. He's got daylight. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Brett Maher on for the extra point.
So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
From the 24, Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Gonna give this time to the tailback. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Chiefs' 43-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Block now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate, and in doing so, sent this one off target.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 22. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
First and 10.
Partner, if we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you've got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. To throw in his lock. And that'll be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Lock. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
43-yard line.
Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Locke. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 16.
At their own 16-yard line.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. They'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
1st and 10 at the 27.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Right here, right here.
Now here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
52's the mic, boys. 52's. Blue day, blue day.
And again, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Now it's Mahomes again. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down.
7-yard line.
52's the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Mahomes to throw once more. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
55. Check 52's the mic. Check 52.
Pick me up. Here we go. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Get that quarterback at all times.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 39 yards there, a big one. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
The 4-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise...
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the second time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
25-yard line. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah,
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Brett Maher on for the extra point.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Incomplete.
Mahomes pass thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Mahomes firing complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 9.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Yeah, let's get set. Watch. 15. Mike 20, Mike 20. All day, baby, all day.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
53,
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
53. 53. Mike.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Go. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Get ready. 53's the Mike. 53. Check. 53.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
A gain of 5.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
15 yards on the play. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. On play action, it's Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd.
The Colts will play again next weekend. Thanks for watching, everybody, and so long.